Happy Friday!
Happy Friday. Greetings from girls. Hold on, I'm pulling up the live stream. Did he use the facilities?
He didn't have to go.
Did you give him a second?
Yes, I did. He was eating a leaf.
Can you take him out again? I know doggy. Can you take him out again? He probably has the numbers in. Give him a second.
Come here. I know he doesn't because he went number 2 and he was out earlier.
Okay, well you might have to do it. Thank you. Can we not start the live stream talking about doggies' bodily functions?
Beak,
We're live.
Come here. Beak, come here.
Okay.
Beak, come here.
Hi.
Come here. He doesn't listen. Come here.
Spence, can you grab him, please?
I can't go on.
Well, then chase him. Happy Friday!
Okay, so how's everybody doing tonight?
Thank you. Yeah, curls are back. Curlies are back. For how long, I'm not sure. But they're here for now.
Okay, I'm trying to put this on my...
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I know, because we were like, we're gonna go live, we're not gonna go live, we're gonna go live, we're not gonna go live. Finally, we were like, okay, let's go downstairs, let's go live.
Why
Like,
not?
so
Here we are.
here we be. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Hi. We're happy to see you guys too. What's going on? What's going
We
on?
pushed, and here we are.
Yeah. Wanda, no, I'm not out of school yet. We don't get out to the 17th. So I know like down south, different places, like they start earlier so they get out earlier. So I think that's how it's going. Like people are getting out because they start it like early in August. We start the very end of August, even though this year, they said the fall, we're starting like the 22nd or
Of what?
August. Like it's super,
Oh,
it's
really?
early.
They do it in the south normally, right? That early?
Yeah, it's pretty early.
Wow.
But no, we go to the 17th. So we have like 16 more days. So
Okay.
yeah. What are we wearing on our hair today? I'm using the Meech Sculpting Gel as a one and done. I saw that on the shelf and I put that in.
And I went way back. This is Camille Rose.
Yes, Ashley, enjoy your summer. Shoot out.
This is the Honey Hydrate, is that the name of it? Leave-in, and the their curl gel. What's the name of the gel? The
Who's gel?
Camille Rose, yeah.
Curl Maker?
Curl Maker. Yes, that's what I did today.
Essie, right? Yeah, no, it did grow.
It's so soft, my hair.
Oh, is it?
Whether or not it's really in like really kind of formation, but it's super soft. So.
Okay, so yeah, I've heard of like it being the last day for kids but not for teachers. I think everybody ends all together. Like our last day is the 17th. I don't think we come back after that, but I should probably double check that. But I think it's a wrap for everybody on the 17th. So, but do you guys still see the taper though? Maybe it's, but like this was the tape. This was the shorter side. So see how this side's coming out, and I keep trying to like pull this side out, but this is the shorter side. This is the shorter.
Do not be
side.
bothered. I love it. I love it.
I know, girl, you do.
I do.
There's like bangage and stuff now.
Yeah, it's
like,
so cute. So
Yeah.
full and thick. I don't see.
But yeah, it did grow. I was taking vitamins. Well, I've been taking vitamins like the past 3 months since my braids have been in, so I feel like that's definitely helped my hair as well. It's definitely super shiny no matter what products I put in it. Curls.
I know.
The curls came back. I would definitely say my braids were a great protective style. I barely lost hair. Like I feel like the hair I lost was normal for my hair being up for 2.5 months. And my hair is in a great state. Edges intact. Not bad.
Yeah, I know. And you said you barely lost any.
I barely,
right?
and I took my time.
Mhm.
The most, like it took 6.5 hours for me to take my braids out. So I was already sitting at this counter, like cutting the braid, undoing it. And the part that took the longest was at like the root where the new growth was. There was like all that product buildup. It was like a bead around every piece of hair. So like I literally had like conditioner and water, like taking my time working it through because like I could yank it out if I wanted to, and my hair would be like this long. Because it was right up at the top of every piece of hair, so I was like, if I want to save all the hair below it, I gotta take my time up here. So I did.
What are you doing, baby?
And
What seems to be the problem?
It took me 6.5 hours.
I cannot hold you up here. You're a big boy.
What's wrong?
I don't know. He keeps jumping at me. He wants to be on my lap. You're not coming on my lap. This is way too high. I mean, you are way too big.
Sarah, I was thinking about space buns. I was, because you know why? Who's the girl from Love is Blind too. What's her name? She married Jarrett. Was Ayana? I follow her on Instagram, and she always has like adorable space buns. So I thought about doing some space buns.
Okay, alright, so let me get in here and see what's going on.
Yeah, 2.5 months. 2.5 months. Which I'm missing them. I do have to get up in the morning now and style my hair. Although I did Monday or Tuesday, I did a wash and go with the Shea Moisture Jamaica Black Castor Oil leave-in, and it lasted all week. Today I ended up wearing a hat because it was hat day, but yeah, the wash and go did great. I just like put my bonnet on, and when I take it off, my hair literally looks like this, and I just like fluff it out. And of course, every day there's a little bit more volume, but I am able to get multiple days out of wash and goes now, so. That's a good thing.
I'll be rocking that every day. I love it.
Girl,
I don't know why she wants to braid it up again. It's so cute.
I do. I'm already in cahoots with my braider. I'm like, okay, when can you get me in? And so we're actually going to a curly hair event that the Connecticut Curly Hair Salon is putting on. It's going to be in a park. It's called like Curls in the Park. Curls in the Park. Let me pull it up.
Yeah.
And you can buy tickets for it. We're going to be there. So like, I do want my curls to be out, but that's in like 2 weeks. So I am trying to braid my hair for the meantime, in between time. So,
Curl Friends.
yeah, so annual Curl Friends in the Park event. So it's in Connecticut. It's in Hamden, Connecticut at is it the Villano Park. Mm-hmm. And if you head to the Connecticut Curly Hair Salon, like they have like the links and the tickets and all that stuff you can buy. But we will be there. We're on a flyer. Mad Curls. We are booked and busy. So we'll be there on June 12th. So we hope definitely to see some Mad Curls fam there. But yeah, that's like 2 weeks away. So in the meantime, in between time, I want to get my hair like a simple style. Like maybe even like stitch braids or like jumbo braids this time where there's like maybe like 6 or 8 like around my head or something. Like something that will last me 2 weeks where I don't have to worry about my hair because I got too many other things to worry about. This is the end of the year. I've never done the end of the year, the breaking down the classroom, last minute braid. Like I don't have time. I'm tired. Like, so I would love to braid my hair one more time. Something simpler though. That doesn't take 10 hours to do.
Or undo.
Or undo. 10 hours to do or undo. No. I'm going through my awkward stage of my hair going back too. Yeah, to me this is like is this the awkward length? Like I don't know. Once I feel like
I don't think it's awkward at all.
Once it comes down, once it starts coming
all
down.
you have to do, I said, is just like maybe do the Denman brush on maybe the longer side to bring it up a little bit more and pick out the shorter side, what you consider short, because my side I'm always uneven, and that's like the least of my worries.
I'm not noticing a difference in my hair as it grows. Like these are my same old curls. I don't see them being tighter or looser. Like they're just growing. It's coming down.
It looks really good, really healthy, very thick, very thick.
It is healthy, right?
Yeah,
that's one thing. Yeah,
very healthy.
But my hair has been healthy since that big chop, so I've been able to maintain its health. Don't put heat on it. Not a whole lot of different products. Like
though, right?
No,
okay.
Not a whole lot of switching and swatching products. So yeah, it's been healthy since that original big chop in 2020. So
congratulations on the flyer and the event.
You know, people are calling for MADCURLS still. I was like, what? So okay. Yeah, the grades are breaking the class down. Yeah, we gotta break the class down. And they're like, make sure you label everything. And I'm like, well, my class is unique. So if someone's sitting up in my green velvet swivel chair, I'm be like, like room 210.
What's the point of breaking down the whole classroom just to go back in the fall?
So they can clean it? Like, I know in the fall, like when I was there, putting my room together, like the custodians were in and out, like mopping the floors, painting the walls, so we do get a fresh coat of paint, that kind of thing. But
so
yeah,
I
don't know. Do I have to like take the lights off my ceilings?
Wow.
And I gotta I gotta get all the information. But
how's Doggy feeling?
He's better. He was actually, when he was sick, he missed his. He missed
you.
Yeah, you. Is he on his blanket?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy.
He was too.
He likes to lay on the floor, so I put a blanket down there for him. He missed his grooming, and his groomer is booked and busy. Like she gets booked, and one time when she was out on maternity leave, we went to somebody else, and like Doggy looked crazy. Like so, she really is the only show in town for us who knows how to groom Doggy the way we like him, and so he missed his appointment. it's been like 2 weeks now, and like I hate to keep bugging her, like, hey, like we'll take anything, like anywhere you can squeeze him in, and like, and so finally she got back to us today, like she can get him in on Tuesday, and I'm like, thank God, because he looks crazy. He needs a haircut. He needs a haircut.
I couldn't send him that day because he just was sick, and I don't know what they do once we leave him. I mean, I know they groom him, but like, what does he have to go through? So I'm like, no, he's sick. We'll keep him home, and then I regretted that ever since.
Yeah, Judy Rivera, that is so true. Which I like. I think that's why I had to take my braids out, because I felt like ashamed. I was like really attached to my braids, and I'm like, we are like natural hair influencers. We push loving our curls and curl power, like all that kind of stuff. And like, I really like you said, like feeling awkward is a state of mind, and like I'm really not a fan. Like I go in and out of liking this right now. I feel like it aged me a little bit. I don't know. I just felt younger with my longer braids, like with the longer hair. Like I don't know, and I was like, that really wasn't my mindset. Like I chopped my hair. I liked it. I don't know what I'm going through right now, but like I'm going in and out of being a fan of this. I'm really not a fan of this length at this point in time. Any of the bangs, all of it, I'm going in and out of liking it.
You go through an awkward phase.
I don't really like it, to be honest.
To me, that is not awkward. That is like past the awkward phase. Like now, like you just have to bring it on down. To me, that is not awkward at all.
Right. So that's why I'm like, maybe I gotta braid it up in the meantime, in between time, because like. I can't get back, and I know it's a mindset, and I have to like tell myself and be like, this is cute, like you're cute, this is okay, like you can do it, like you're fine, this is pretty, like, and it is a mindset, and I'm truly not a huge fan right now, to be honest. Like the curls look great, so maybe it's the shape, and I think when I got into this in the fall, my hair basically looked like this, and I couldn't handle it. I didn't like it, so I went back to
It wasn't that long, though, at the time, though, right?
Yeah, this might be a hair longer.
Yeah.
Hair longer, but, like, yeah, I had grown it out, and I wasn't a fan. I couldn't get past this shape. I said, like a bowl. So here we are. Here's the bowl again, and I went to Luvina, and she chopped this side off, and, like, that's when I went back to, like, the taper, and now we're growing out of the taper again, and here we are again, and I'm just like, So... Tay, I remember when you couldn't even think of cutting your hair at all.
Right,
Yeah, I know. When my hair was so damaged, I was sitting on the stairs and I was like crying, and like, I think that was like 2019, like a year before I actually big chopped. You're like, Tay, maybe you got to start over, and I was like, I was like crying on the stairs like a lunatic, like I can't cut my hair. Right? And then a year later,
you cut it, like you just think 2 years it'll be back where it was, but at that point, like you just learn so much, you just accept how your hair is, and I never like regretted it once I big chopped it.
Yeah,
it is like a big step to take. And especially when it's not your choice to do it, but once you do it, you truly do fall in love with it, and you just embrace every phase of it.
I think I like it either long or super short. To me, when it's super short, it's edgy. I'm like, okay, this is edgy, I look young, this is cute. When it's longer, I feel like I look young, it looks cute. But I'm like, this in between time phase, I'm like, there's nothing edgy about this. Like, I don't know what this is. And so, but anybody who I've seen who has big chopped their hair, and like their hair is grown back, I always like scroll through their pictures to look for this phase, and everybody goes through this phase, and I'm like, okay, they're just rocking it as it is. They're just rocking it as it is. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna rock it as it is. Like, but I am back to like the styles, which I didn't want to do, the space buns and the ponytails.
It's a perfect length. I mean, I don't see what there is.
Girl, I look like you. Somebody literally came into my DMs. They're like, you look like your beautiful mother, and I was like. Fabulous. That's exactly who I wanted to look like. You know?
I know, because I love that. I love your hairstyle.
Yeah. It won't last long, so that's what I'm thinking. In the meantime, in between time, I might have to braid it up, because it does grow with the braids.
Yeah, what if you put the braids back in and you do, because that was like, what, 2.5, 3 months you said?
Yeah, but I won't do the small knotless like I just did, probably till July, because me and Josh are going to a wedding, like we're going away, so like I'd rather do that, and then it'll probably like last into the fall a little bit, so, well, July, August, September, the beginning of the school year. I don't know, but I love the braids. Very low maintenance, not no maintenance. They say people put braids in, they say it's no maintenance because they don't do nothing to it, and you do got to keep it up a little bit. But
so Wanda Schultz said, I need to go to the dermatologist now because my hair is still falling out. Okay, so what made you decide to do that? I mean, I've heard of that before. I guess that they can help, right? Because it's like, what, dermatologists do skin and hair? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm curious to know what they'll say. Like, are you any particular age, in your 40s, or hormonal or anything? Like, No, I did not get in on the not sauce sale. Because, you know, the one that it was like the not so, like there was one that was like imperfect. I noticed. I had an imperfect one time. And that's kind of sort of what turned me off to the whole thing because I never could get one that I remember I used to always say I wanted the one that looked like the what is it called, the Louisiana hot sauce. I love that. And then one time I got it and it was that color. Now that they're saying the not so perfect, imperfect, whatever, not sauce. And I actually got that, and though it worked identical, it worked the same, it smelled the same, everything. It just wasn't the same. It wasn't the color. It wasn't the bottle that I loved, and so that was like kind of in my mind the beginning to the end of it, and then, but it worked the same. So now I'm seeing that they're selling it because I don't blame them. They have like lots of product, and it just wasn't perfect.
106 Andy said, any advice for say curly girls who want to swim? Cover that stuff up with that chlorine. So funny because the sixth graders get to go to a park for like their end of the year trip, and there's a pool there. And I just remember like being young and like not wanting to partake of the pool parts. Even like as an adult, sometimes like the water parks and stuff. Like I want to be cute, and like once water and chlorine hits my hair,
Now?
like
I
feel like the white girl, like they can just like slick their hair back in a ponytail. It's like boom, their edges is laid. But like once water and chlorine hits my hair, I'm gonna have like fuzzy edges all day long, and it's just that's how I felt like back in the day. So the kids are all excited to like jump in the pools and get in the pools, and like as a sixth grade, I would not have been getting in any pools. Like, and my hair being all like busted when I got out of the pool.
I feel like being natural, like the humidity doesn't bother me, chlorine doesn't bother my hair, and you just go home and just let your hair.
No,
girl.
No, not in sixth grade. No.
Oh, sixth grade.
I would not have gotten in the pool.
Oh, but now
with braids and.
Don't you know how to like handle your hair now?
Well, yeah, I'd like pack probably some products, some gel, something to like slick my hair down after the fact. But the kids are like all excited to like get in the pools and stuff and.
Frozen.
Yeah, it's frozen.
Oh no. Okay, you're back.
Okay, we're back. We're back. You can see us. How many fingers am I holding up?
It's back. Ready?
I don't see it.
Two. Okay, two.
Okay.
We're back.
Yay. Okay. No, it's storming here. So. Okay. Yeah, we're back. Okay. You have 2 fingers up. Okay. Okay, 2. Yeah, it's stormy here. So, and it's humid.
Hell yes, girl. Humid.
But I will say that Meech gel holding up this humidity.
Hey, has anybody tried the Meech foam? I saw that the other day.
They have a foam?
Yeah.
Meech, if you're watching, we need some products.
You know I love foam.
That's what I need. The Meech Indulge. I ran out, and remember that was like my go-to. You know what the deep
you have none?
Not that I know of.
Maybe I do.
What you got Meech Indulge for?
You
know what I love?
I could have sworn I did have one.
The WeDad Curl Immersion Deep Conditioner is like my favorite one of my favorite deep conditioners. It's on my high.
Curl Immersion? With that purple?
Yes. The purple one.
Oh yeah, you always love that one.
It's on the side of the shower. Like I love it.
Yeah, you do.
And I even use it as like a styler sometimes. But yeah, this is the Meech Sculpt Gel. I just snatched this up. I don't know what this was gonna look like, but this is
that's it. Just
that's
no
it.
leave-in, no nothing else.
No leave-in, no nothing else. Because I couldn't find nothing else, so I just snatched this up. Yeah, this is cute. I recommend y'all.
Cute. I'm getting the big old mixed chicks leave-in.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Where's our mixed chicks leave-in conditioner? I love that too.
I don't know. Did it go by the wayside? I don't think it did, right?
No. Why would it go by the wayside?
Because we had it for a very long time. I don't know. Because where is the big box that we were pulling from. It doesn't exist anymore, right?
We don't have a big box. We each had bags now that we pull
Right.
from.
I know I don't have it. Do you have it? Is it in the bathroom?
Maybe it's in the bathroom. I don't know. I haven't seen products. I haven't been using products. So now,
Right.
like, I'm like trying to find all my products. Like, I can't find
Yeah.
my Curlsmith 3-in-1 multi conditioner. Like, I'm like, where's that? Like, I'm trying to find all my products again.
Okay.
Are you guys going to try the Curl Mix Fresh Hair Color? Is that like something that like colors your hair? One of those
Curl
things?
Mix?
You like
Okay.
those kinds of products?
Mhm.
Like
I
color
think
your
I
hair.
saw it the other.
Oh, Meech!
Yay.
Buy one, get one, summer 22.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Whitney, that's a good idea. I'll do that next time. She uses oil to break up products at the root. Yeah, I was using water and just like rubbing my fingers and like trying to pull it
Oh,
apart.
that's smart.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
If that's what I do, I learned how to dry detangle my hair now, and I use oil definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also found that my scalp was like sensitive when I was doing it. Like trying to like, I don't know, maybe because I hadn't like interacted with my scalp in a while, but I was like, eh. I felt very tender-headed while I was doing the takedown. Oh, Ari, I think you'll like Mixed Chicks. Mixed Chicks is good. Thank you,
never
Victoria.
tried? You never tried that?
Kayla, no, I did not wash my knotless braids because of my hair texture. It started to like poke out of the braids faster. Like the braider said, like my hair is like softer, so it like I don't know, it wouldn't lay. It wasn't like laying 100% like within the braid, so it was kind of like poking out, especially towards the end. My hair was like poking out all over the place within the braids. So for me to shampoo my roots or wash it, like my hair would have curled up underneath those braids and it would have been a bad situation. So no, I did not wash my hair in 2.5 months as far as like shampoo, conditioner, soaking my scalp. None of that happened.
Just write down this code just in case.
At all.
Get some niche stuff.
So we're 22?
Yeah.
I know, we should do a Meech order. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, like go in half, girl. Then it's less money.
Oh.
We got some things.
Got some things. Okay, let me just put that little code here.
Do you guys ever revisit the Mael Daily Styling Cream from the Rosemary Mint line? Maybe a few times after we used it, but not recently. I love their pomegranate and honey line. That stays on my shelf.
Whatever happened
leave-in,
to their
the
that one that we did, like the hair treatment line? Remember, I loved that so
By
much.
who?
By it was Mael, wasn't it?
The
Remember,
pepper,
it was
the mint?
gold. It was gold.
Oh, the honey line? You
mhm.
took that. You
I
took
know.
that.
What happened to it? Maybe I went through it. I don't know. I'm confused.
Maybe you did. You took that out of the bathroom. You took that line.
Okay.
When we were like tossing stuff out, like
okay.
you saved that.
Because I definitely liked it. Yeah.
What are your favorites at Niche? Their Indulge Deep Conditioner. Their shampoo is very not the clarifying one, the original one.
Right.
I don't know what that's called.
And I love
their
as far
original
as protein goes. I love their protein deep conditioner.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with their deep conditioners. Their moisture one, their protein one's very good. Their shampoo is very good. As far as stylers go, the creams were decent. I mean, the creams were okay. I never really reached for the creams.
Right.
They were
like the leave-ins and all that.
Yeah, they had a leave-in and they had some type of. Oh no, JK, take that back. Their bounce curling cream.
Oh, right.
Loved that. We got sent that a few times. Like went through every single jar. I
The
went through a
boys
jar.
helped us
Spencer
do
went
that.
through a jar.
Right.
Josh went through a jar.
Yeah.
Though the bounce cream that is
Yeah.
amazing. So that cream, and now I'm gonna say their sculpting gel is lit.
Okay.
Is litty. I like that.
Yeah, I definitely want to try that foam though because I love foam.
Do you only do wash and goes? Yes. Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
A few years ago, when I got like awkward bangs cut and I was trying to stretch them, I did start doing braid outs, which was kind of cute, but didn't last really. It lasted me like a day, so every single day I'd have to like braid my hair back up again and then unbraid it the next day. So I did that. But
did you use dry shampoo on your braids? No, right?
I bought dry shampoo, so when I left the salon, she was like, she said buy dry shampoo, mousse, and like an oil sheen. So I used dry shampoo maybe like twice in the 2 months, but the dry shampoo didn't do anything really for me. My scalp wasn't oily, it wasn't itchy, so I didn't really know what to use the dry shampoo for. To me, it was just adding product unnecessarily because I didn't need it. So
That's you. So Keeney today, your hair looks great. I understand you're not like in midline. I found myself changing my clothing style to feel better about my midline hair. Not sure if that makes sense.
that
to
makes
anyone.
a million
That-
percent
oh my
sense
God,
to me
that's
because
I'm laughing
my
because that's so you.
outfits aren't hitting, and I actually have a Power Black collab like with some T-shirts like try on, and I'm like, I wish I would have kept my braids in because I could have done a ponytail, my hair down, half up, like I could have done styles, and I'm like, these shirts and these outfits aren't hitting with this hair. It's not working. Yeah, I felt like it was easier to like throw clothes on, and it felt like a hit. With my braids now, stuff is just not working. Like I feel like I don't know. I have to do V cuts, and it's just. I hear you. Whatever that is, yes, I'm right there with you. I don't know what it is, but yes.
Is there a trick to using foam? It never turns out for me. Not really. And I don't even think I do a leave-in with it. Depending on the foam, I just squirt.
I section. I feel like you can't. I don't just squirt, and like go like this, like with like maybe like today with the gel, I like put it in my hands and was like working it through, kind of flipping, working it through. But with gel, I feel like not gel, mousse. I feel like I have to section and really make sure it's like getting in there.
Yeah.
With mousse, so.
But yeah, there's no.
Did you oil your scalp to prevent dandruff? No, I did not. Dandruff never came. I really only used edge control like in the front. I did not do much to any of the braids on the back. The ones that I really manipulated the most were the ones right in the front, the first 2 rows in the front. Constantly laying my edges. I would like take it and like twist it to kind of make it tight and like, like blow dry it to kind of like dry like the edge control in place. The really only product I used was edge control. I used mousse here and there. I don't know what the braider did. Like, I don't know how she laid it, what she did, but I did not get dandruff because I really was trying not to use a whole lot of product. My scalp was not itching. I did not have dandruff.
What if you're prone to dandruff or if you're not? Do you have a dry scalp?
Sorry. Dandruffed?
I know. I always tease her about that.
Dandruff? Out like in my head, I'm like, yeah, I'm saying it right. I'm saying it wrong. It's dandruff. Dandruff? Okay, it's dandruff.
I said, is that a New England thing? Because you always say fur for 4.
Yeah, so in four, I say fur. But I have students that say fur. They're like fur. Like, so fur.
Is that New England?
You're like, what? You're like, what's fur? 4.
You always say dandruff.
Or like hour and R.
R. You say R?
R. Like I say R and R are the same thing. R and R. Okay, we're gonna grab I said we're gonna grab our coats. We're gonna grab our coats and go outside. I don't say we're not gonna grab our coats and go outside. We're gonna grab our coats and go outside. I always mess up our and R unless I think about it. But typically everything comes out as R. We're gonna grab our coats and go outside. Like our.
How do you stop single strand knots? Definitely trim your hair every 4 to 8 weeks. And definitely, I guess, detangle. That's such a problem with me. Remember, people would say I would never pull the
you never pulled the product like all the way to the ends. And there was always like little knots at the end of your hair because you weren't like so detangling properly. Absolutely. Yeah. Even sometimes to the point of like a fine-tooth comb, like really making sure it's detangled. That's what I did when I took my braids out. Like I went through it with a fine-tooth comb to make sure like all the tangles were out at the end.
That definitely used to be an issue. I think though when that happens, it's time to probably get your hair cut.
Get a little trim.
Yeah, exactly. What they call like dusting, just a little bit, just like ever so little bit. You can kind of see what needs to be dusted. You know, the part that kind of sticks out. It's like you can barely see it, but it's like this part. You see that part there, guys?
You need to dust?
No. But no, I'm holding on to every strand I have. But right here, like that little part there, the end piece, that's the part that gets the single strand knots. That's the part that's problematic when it mixes up with the other part of the hair.
Sweet. Okay. So by the fall, do you think like my hair will be here? Like will this part like be here?
Well, they say your hair grows
December.
When
will it be longer?
1.5 inches a month. Is it 1.5 inches or 1 inch a month? So let's see. Right now we're in May, June, July, August, September. 4 months. I've got 4 more inches.
Yeah.
Good substantial length.
Okay.
Right?
Wisdom is better. Good question. So she said, Tay, did you convince Josh to help you take out the braids? So I said I was gonna have like all hands on deck, and no. So I really sat here and like took my braids out myself. You came over and took. What'd you do? You unraveled like 6 maybe? 6, 4, 6. She helped like a little bit. She unraveled a few.
A few.
And then when Josh came over,
But it was very tedious.
like I tried to show him, and I'm like, okay, babe, like these are cut. I'm like, all you have to do is like basically just unravel them, and I was like, and that's it. Like I'll take it from there. So he like started to try to unravel them, and then he picked up the scissors, and I'm like, no, like you don't. He said I was gonna cut it out. I was like, no, like you're gonna cut my hair. I'm like,
when you
no,
first
like
started,
he has no patience.
you had cut all of them like basically
Yeah.
shoulder length. But then as you started doing it, then you realized you could cut a little bit more.
Cut a little bit higher.
So when
Yeah.
you cut a little bit more, that made it a little bit more doable.
Right, to start from the bottom and unbraid, I was like, no,
Yeah.
I know I can cut here. And then basically where my hair was sticking out was like the end of my hair. So like I cut a little bit below that for each, and like I never cut my hair out. But yeah, like, the instructions were to unbraid, unbraid, and he went for the scissors saying, I'm just gonna cut it out. And I'm like, you're gonna cut my hair off. I'm like, it takes patience, and he had none. So no, he did not help. He did not.
No, I don't. So do you ever flat iron your hair? I don't flat iron my hair.
Not at this length. Not at this
As
point.
anybody else, remember like when we first all joined the natural community, it's like you couldn't do this, you couldn't do that, you couldn't put a heat to it. I've seen people go back and forth and doing whatever they want to, because guess what? It's our hair. We can do what we want to. Anybody flat iron?
Andrea, I didn't get my hair layered when I big chopped. It was all one length. She just cut it off. It grew back, and then I cut it in a taper. So like this side was really short, this side was longer. This is how it's growing in. It looks layered, but I don't know why it looks layered. But no, it was. Yeah, it wasn't cut. It was not cut in layers. Yeah,
Right, all of this you'll have some hang time. It said.
I'm hoping a little bit of hang time. I'll show you the haircut this is growing out from. So
yeah, it was super
I
short.
think I got this cut. I got this cut in November. Was this November? When was this? When was this? This was September. So this is my hair grown back from September. This was the haircut I got. So this is what it looks like now, but it was really short on one side.
Oh, Miss Francelli stopped by. Hi, girl.
Hey!
How's life?
Thank you. You know, busted curls.
All right.
But yeah, so that's what it looked like. It was not cut in layers, so this is what the grow back is looking like at the moment. But like, can't you see? I don't know, maybe it's just me. But like, this was the shorter side. So again, this side it's longer. So I thought about getting this side cut down to like the shorter side, but you're like, it'll all meet up eventually, which I don't know. I don't know how it would all meet up eventually.
It does, because eventually when it gets like when it gets to maybe like shoulder length, then you can kind of like get it trend. Then they have something to work with. So let it both come down like a happy medium. Okay, it's not going to be like this length. It's not going to be short. It's not going to be long. It has to come down a little bit longer, and then that way they can cut it up to more.
Okay.
Like,
Because I just feel like even when I take photos, like it's
not,
it's
I
lopsided.
would say it's an eye of the beholder, and I think probably you're just like so focused in on it. But I swear, that's not the first thing that I see when I see.
Yeah, they're saying don't do it. Yeah, so I don't want to put scissors to it.
Mhm.
I'm not feeling this length, so I'm like, I think I gotta braid it up again. Like, I gotta braid it up.
Right?
So I will leave it alone underneath some braids.
Exactly. She said, I don't see. So I don't think we noticed the length until you pointed it out. At least I didn't. Right?
Y'all don't notice my photos my hair's lopsided?
Uh.
Oh, that's a good question. I did mention highlights the other day. I really did. I was like, I liked how my braids had highlights. I liked that look, the little bit of blonde, a little bit of darkness. So I did mention that, but now, like, I know what bleach does to my natural hair. It definitely stretches out the curl.
I so would, but I cannot take the chance.
I would basically say this is all virgin hair for the most part, right? Because I chopped it all off. So this is virgin hair.
Yeah.
So, to bleach it would definitely stretch it out for one. And I don't know, our highlights do good for a while, and then they start making our hair fall out a little bit. So it starts getting really dry.
My hair is in no condition right now to do it, though I would love to do it.
You know, who just got highlights that are sickening? What's her name? MADCURLS. She just got some sickening highlights.
Did she?
Like, yeah.
Has she ever had them before?
No, something we would love. I saw it and I was like, oh, this is it.
Okay, let me see.
I'll show you. Hold on.
You guys know who we're talking about?
It's some girl.
Oh wow!
Isn't that nice?
All the way. Okay.
Aubriana's curls, like
She said that's highlights?
That's highlights.
Wow.
Sickening. They're
That's
ashy.
like a full
like,
head.
Full head of highlights. I'm like, that
Okay.
looks good. And her hair was like, her hair
Yours
was darker
like
before.
that at one point, right? Remember, like, I mean, completely like that. It takes like a process, but like months and months and months, and eventually your hair just kind of gets like that. That was like one session.
Yeah.
Maybe now you
Like-
can do that kind of like with Olaplex, maybe, right?
Maybe is that what Olaplex?
I think Olaplex
does.
is like kind of what that's.
Why did
for.
I never get on the Olaplex wave?
I don't know.
What's it for? I don't understand.
It's kind of like to protect your hair. Like you can do. They said you can take it from different phases. Like I am not a colorist, I'm not a stylist at all. But like for instance, maybe this would be considered a 9. No, 9 is the brightest, I think, right? Maybe this is considered a 2. So normally, if you want highlights, maybe they could take it to maybe like a 4. They're pushing it at a 5. But now with Olaplex, they can take it at many levels. You can get as light as you can because Olaplex protects the bonding or something like that. Like,
Okay.
don't quote me, but it's something like that. Still, I still would be afraid. You know,
Okay.
my hair is just like way too delicate.
Maybe if my hair gets a little bit longer, but then I do like the fact that my hair is like, I don't know, chemical free, damage free
Right, that's
now.
very true.
So-
It's damaging in the long run, which we learned.
Yeah.
Which we didn't know at the time because we were doing that. We were doing videos like every day, washing our hair, not realizing that you are not supposed to wash your hair like that with highlights.
Remember
Yeah.
MADCURLS in our prime, like 2016,
Girl, yeah.
2017, like literally like filming multiple wash and go videos like
Yeah.
every single day into the night, like banging them out
Mhm.
and yeah, that took a toll. You could
Yeah.
see like our hair like over the years, like how
Yeah.
it changed. Like it took a toll.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely took a toll on our hair. So,
I look back now and think,
isn't the
like,
Meech
wow.
code for the buy one get one free? You guys said was summer 22.
Yeah.
Right, summer 22.
Yeah, who said that?
So,
Yeah, so yeah, I know. I don't know Olaplex. Like I have it here. I've been using it. I can't say that stopped my hair from falling out or not. Like I don't know. It makes me feel like I'm doing something.
Or the stress stopped, maybe.
Maybe yeah. Girl, like I don't know. It goes in and out of falling out though. I don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, no. Bleach is just not an option. What are options other than bleach?
Them,
I like the look.
them curl things people use on them waxes, like As I Am, the Curl Mix
That
has
is
one
like
now.
so messy though.
Curl Smith has one.
I have one. I have the gold one from As I Am in my closet, and I think I did it one day, and
It just doesn't hit the same. It doesn't hit the same.
You know,
That's
when you
like
see
some good.
YouTubers doing it. It looks
color.
really good, but when I did it, like you said, it didn't hit the same when I did it.
No.
Yeah.
Did your hair go like blondish or did it get brassy?
No, it didn't. It didn't get brassy. It definitely has like the gold tendencies in it. I don't know. Maybe I should go grab
Wanda,
it and
I'm
I'll
still
tell
taking
you.
Curl Smith vitamins, and I feel like it was a great gauge to see how much my hair grew. Period, and like on the vitamins because I started taking them.
I'm gonna go grab that gold. Y'all tell me what it looked like.
Okay, I started
Okay,
taking
where's the
them.
baby? I can wait the baby.
Either a month before, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks before I got my braids in, I started taking the Curl Smith vitamins again. So I've been taking them for like maybe 3 or 4 months now. And my hair grew like significantly. Like, so my braids were in for 2.5 months. And like there was a good substantial like amount of hair. I would definitely say a good like inch or more. Probably more than that. 1.5 inches, 2 inches. Like, so I love the Curl Smith vitamins. I really do. Definitely swear by them. And when we first started taking them, when they first came out, like we did do like, I think like a 3-month update, like in the beginning, 3-month update. I think we missed the 6-month update. I think we did the 9-month update and like the year update. But we do have like our journey with the Curl Smith vitamins, and I feel like those vitamins, like it's not just growing my hair, but like it's helping me like maintain the length. Like it's helped like the health of my hair. I feel like my hair is shinier, healthier. Like I don't know when I take the Curl Smith vitamins. So even though they're like $29.99 a month, I do buy them and I do take them. So I like the Curl Smith ones absolutely. Gemini Curls color gels, but I don't use oils or shea butter. Does oils or shea butter affect highlights? Yeah, so I know I'm taking the Curl Smith vitamins. I have to ask my mom if she's taking them. I know she was. Oh, Lele, not fun. Did you get anesthesia? So, or not anesthesia, or laughing gas, something. I got my wisdom teeth taken out September. I think mine were in September or October. It was early in the year. And I got them done at my dentist's office, and they didn't put me out. I was wide awake with just a crap ton of Novocaine. And all I felt was pressure, and my face looked like a chipmunk for like 4 days. I got them done on like a Thursday so I could take off like the Friday. I had Saturday, Sunday. I think I took off that Monday as well. My face was like this, and I just felt like immense pressure, and like they yanked them all out. And yeah, no, wisdom teeth coming out is not fun. The recovery is not that fun. Although I did have mashed potatoes for like 4 days straight. Have you guys seen Bridgerton? Absolutely.
I'm a fan. What? How can I say?
Girl, I'll say how can you be a fan, girl?
How have you watched
seen it?
Okay, guys. This is it. Right here.
You got a demo?
Maybe it's
Bold gold.
Gold. Okay. So now I think I watched. Was it Marley's? You guys know who I'm talking about. Marley. She's an OG YouTuber. Hair community. And her hair looked really good. Or she did it on her friends, I think. And I was like, oh wow, like it was very ashy. It was perfect. I loved it. To me, messy. Very, very messy. Now, what does it say? Does my hair have to
Does
be
it
wet?
last multiple days? That's my
They
thing. Or
claim
like,
it
can you
does.
sleep on it?
They claim that, now you know I can't see that writing, so you don't have to read. What does it say?
Okay, before applying. Okay, wait, how do you apply? This is before applying. Okay. Color application. For air drying. Okay, it's directions. Section hair off and apply to damp hair from the root to tip. Use generous amount based on thickness of hair. So your hair has to be wet.
Okay. Water bottle.
For maximum color longevity, consider wearing a bonnet at night to prevent potential transfer to your pillowcase or bedding.
See, already that's problematic.
Great for twist out coils, wash and goes, and rod sets. Let your hair completely dry to avoid color transfer. Bold gold. Bold gold.
Okay. Yeah, so, all right.
That's
Maybe we'll
okay.
just try like a little piece, right? Just to see what it looks
Yeah.
like. Where should we try it at?
Get that Curlsmith paycheck. What paycheck? Oh no. All publicity. Come little check, check.
Curlsmith?
Yeah,
What are we talking about, Curlsmith?
little check. Oh, because we're talking about the
The hair stuff?
yeah, the hair
This
stuff.
is As I Am, right?
The
Oh, something else?
are you taking the Curlsmith vitamins? I said I was.
Yes.
I don't know if you
Yes,
was.
I
You
am.
were? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. How long have you been taking them?
Oh my gosh, I never stopped. Like I started and never stopped. Am I as consistent as I should be? Probably not. Can't afford to be. But but I try.
Yeah, no, I said they are
yeah.
$30 a month. They are.
All right, so they said wet it. So I guess I have to wet this little piece here.
Is this a water bottle?
Empty.
Oh, put some Dasani in
Oh
it.
my gosh, Dasani. Why not?
Okay. Little live demo.
Okay, why not? Like old school Friday Night Lives.
ORS hair wax is better.
Really? Okay. So, yeah. See, I can't compare because this was like the only one I did. No, actually, we did have the Curlsmith ones, right?
Yeah, it says don't wet too much or the color won't show up. Y'all keep water bottles on deck. We got a water bottle in all corners of the
I did.
house. There's
I was
just
doing
water
this
bottles
today.
everywhere.
Because I was styling my hair right here at the counter, and I'm like, no sense of taking it upstairs. Might as well leave it here for Friday Night Live. You never know what's gonna happen, and
Yeah.
here we are. Okay, so not wetting it too much. All right, so I'll just put some in my hand.
Yeah, no, Callie Nola, like I took them when they first came out and then I stopped. But then when I got back on them, I'm like, no, like they really work. Like, so I'm happy that like I'm back on them again. It's been a bad allergy week for anybody else. Like I'm just like
Right.
sniffing and sound gross.
So we're gonna just do this piece here, right?
Okay, some people prefer to do it on dry hair.
Okay, so we'll do one side wet. This will be the
One
the
side.
What? This? I'll just do this piece and then I put
Oh.
a piece over here.
Okay, girl, go ahead. Girl.
Okay. All right, guys. Okay. Ready?
Yes. Ready. Ready or not?
Okay.
Okay, a little bit of product. Proyecto.
Okay.
Wait, Proyecto? That's project. Ignore me, my horrible Spanish. Thinking I'm saying something. I think I just said project. My Spanish teacher used to be like, proyecto? Doesn't proyecto means project?
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it in there.
You guys see it?
Yeah, is your curl gonna curl? Is it gonna bounce back?
Hopefully it will. Alright. Maybe we like real highlight to like bounce it back eventually.
People with allergies say allergies are horrible. Yeah, like I
Alright.
feel like I just sniff all day long no matter what I do. I blow my nose, it doesn't work.
And then I'll do this side dry.
Okay, so it looks good. Girl, are you gonna try on dry hair? I wonder if it'll be bolder.
I wonder like if I did it like as a style for that day, it wouldn't just be like a piece out straight like that. You know, it'll all be combined together. So let's see.
Yes, my coworker asked me, "You're gonna do something about your nose?" Ew. I'll be like, I'm trying to, but these, you know, whatever's in the air won't let me be great. So.
Am I doing this right? Would you guys do it this way? I don't know. Like it's just one piece, so I'm like I'm keep dipping back in to show the color. But would I do this if I was styling it, or would I just take big clumps of hair?
Let me see the other side. This is the other side.
This is the dry side.
I feel like it showed up more on the wet side.
You do?
Yeah.
All right. What do you guys think? All right. So this is the wet. This is the dry. The wet slightly more, right? Maybe. I'm surprised.
I have allergies too, and I definitely side-eye people sneezing and sniffling.
Let's see. All right. Let me do a little highlight in the front.
Angela definitely was rude. Are you going to say about your nose? I'm like, busted. No, that's busted.
Who said that?
Someone asked Angela if she was going to do something about her nose, because, like, allergies. She kept sniffing.
Oh.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, let's see, guys.
They're trying to be great.
So it's ash. It's definitely an ashy gold, right?
Shea Moisture is causing hair loss now?
What? I just finished reading about the Shea Moisture.
What is Shea Moisture?
Okay, so that's the only thing with these.
Yeah, but then once you wash it.
Yeah.
I feel like both sides are the same.
You do? Okay.
Have you tried those Vicks inhalers? No.
Oh, okay. We're still talking about allergies. Okay. So as it dries, it gives like a little highlight, right?
Hair grows a ½ inch a month anyway. It's gotta be the hair on my head. I swear the legs, not the hair on my legs, be growing overnight. Like, the hair under my arms grows overnight.
It's like, it's cute, like it's a temporary thing, right guys? Like if I just want it just to place little highlights in place.
Good girl.
Right? And it's ashy, definitely. That's the main thing that I liked, that it wasn't warm, it wasn't.
Wait a minute. Shea Moisture always been busted since when? Remember back in the day, the coconut smoothing, what is it?
That's
the hibiscus and
I was just saying the other day how I wanted to go back to the
original.
What did I want the other day? The protein that protein line that I liked.
Oh, I want a live demo on dark hair.
What do you mean dark hair?
Girl, like
Oh, on you? She ain't gonna let me do it.
I'm not.
You want me to break? Alright, that's all I'm talking to.
Like this piece maybe?
Actually, my hair is dark. For whatever reason, it looks lighter right in the light. See, that's still like highlights. I looked at the calendar the other day and I'm like, my hair is light. And it got light because those highlights, they just seem like they just dispersed. I got those highlights.
Well, I know you're probably right. It's probably not a true test. Maybe I'd have to do it like not taking vitamins to see if it's the same type of growth. That's how a real scientist would do it. You gotta try the trials both ways. So
Why do you think that it's made it grow
I don't know,
fast?
but I remember last year or the year before when we took the vitamins, like it definitely made my hair feel healthier. So whether or not it made it grow faster or not, like I know my hair feels healthier when I take the vitamins. I know that for sure.
So it's a cute little temporary kind of a thing.
Summer 22 is only on certain products. So you don't ruin your wash and go say, see, yeah, Sarah, I like LoriAnne's more adventurous than I am. When I got a cute wash, I go, I'm like,
It's just hair. Mine has to be washed anyway. This is not gonna hold up tomorrow if we have to go on a picnic.
Lionel, do you take anything for your hair, or are you not a fan, like just across the board?
What's that?
Lionel.
Oh, but biotin breaks me out like crazy. Okay, yeah, and that's always what like hair growth vitamins consist of, right?
Yeah, right.
Mhm. Remember we used to just take straight biotin?
No.
You didn't back in the
When did
day?
we take biotin?
Oh, I did back in the day, like
Just
way,
like vitamins
way
over life.
before. I think way before probably we were even on the channel. Back when I don't know what made me do it, but yeah, I was doing that back then. And then
I don't remember us canceling Shea Moisture. I don't remember that.
no, I don't
Who's
remember.
canceling Shea Moisture? I don't know. Remember the Manuka honey deep conditioner I loved?
That's what I was thinking of, the yogurt Manuka, the Manuka.
Oh, you like the yogurt
Yeah,
Manuka
I love
one.
that one. Yeah, the other day I was like, I should get this again, even though it was all like sold out on their website. So, bro, what do you think? Do you think this is like, it looks real?
It looks like your highlights that you already have in your head.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
to be honest.
Okay.
Do you have highlights in your head?
No.
You don't have highlights?
Not none that are left at all, really. No.
Oh,
I mean,
this
my
whole side of your head is glowing.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think it's just like the highlights just became like my hair. I just think eventually they just kind of like spread out. But I did get highlight back.
Oh, naturally, Natalie. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Okay.
I was trying to think when I did. We were in a vlog in the car, and I was saying, "Yes, guys, I did it," because I was telling you guys. Remember when I cut my hair, and I said I'm never going to do it again. And then one day I sat in the car, looking all sheepish, and I'm like, "Well, guys, I got highlights," but that was back. I think July of.
Hi, curls, my
It's like around. Was it a year? I think it's a year ago, or maybe even more than a year ago. I don't remember. So no, I don't have like any. I think it just changes the color of your hair when you get that many highlights in your hair, and then they fade out, but it's still the shimmer of them left. Maybe.
Try Pattern. I love Pattern. I actually washed my hair with Pattern tonight. I washed it with the moisture shampoo and one of the conditioners. And then I actually had on the shelf that I was going to use their custard, and then I switched last minute to Meech. But
They were canceled because he was involved in a scandal. Okay.
this wash and go is the Meech, their sculpting gel as a one and done. I couldn't find any leave-in, so I just like slapped it in as a one and done, and I'm actually obsessed. So, you all know we love one and dones over here. So, yeah, it's a one and done.
I like the way that looks. Nice and shiny.
Yeah. Well, girl, don't get attacked and go through it all. Listen.
I know. Okay. Tyler. Thank you, Yvette. Everything's
Lele
fine.
probably
What's going on?
was main choice canceled. No, I think people probably just got tired. There probably people's like staff are probably so full. Remember that
Yeah.
time when they came out with something new every single month? Like every month was something.
Hi, Miss Dana. Thanks for stopping by.
Black Fairy, this. What's the difference between a curly cut and a big chop? I don't know. The lady who did my hair, it's a natural hair salon, so she cuts curly hair. She originally did my big chop. And I don't know, when I say I big chopped it again, it grew back a little bit, and I chopped it off again to like a taper though. Like
A curly cut would be like when your hair's probably got some length to it, and then you just go and just have them, cut
This-
each individual curl.
Okay.
A big chop is you cutting it all down.
cutting it off. Yeah, so I haven't had a curly cut. Like when I go, like she chops it off. This is my hair grown back
Oh.
from the haircut that I got back in September, which was super short
That's-
here and a little bit longer here, but
My face, I'm doing a hard down work. All right, so I have Design Essentials mousse in today. That's what I wanted to get. The Maria. I used to have it. Design Essentials.
Wanda, what flake got me? The Miche? I don't know because I never tried it before, so it was a little risky doing it on a live, something I've never tried before. But my hair was wet, and I put it in, and it didn't flake. Any flakes in my hair?
No, not at all.
Yeah. No, it didn't flake.
Mm-mm. So you just washed it?
I washed it, got out, and slapped in the gel.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
What'd you
I
wash
love
it with?
the Pattern hydrating shampoo and like one of the conditioners.
Okay.
One of the conditioners. Is it Maya? Maya? M-A-I-A? Maya? So how are we feeling about our hair? Any cuts or color in the future? That's what we're talking about now. No more cutting for me. I want to grow mine out. Highlights, probably not, because, you know,
Yes.
because my hair is all healthy right now. So to highlight it up at this point, I feel like would be a waste of all the health that I've achieved.
Yeah, definitely.
What about you, Busted?
Just monitoring my hair. It still sheds an awful lot more than I would like it to.
Do you think it's because of the highlights? I don't know, or maybe your hair's not. I don't know. From where I'm sitting, like this is a highlight.
Yeah.
All of these are like your hair looks highlighted.
Yeah, my hair is just I don't have like any pronounced highlights, but it was highlighted back a year or so ago. You know, like with the full slab or whatever I think it was. So you can't see, just to like look at it, you can't see that it's highlighted, but it actually was. So it is light. If you just compare our two heads, aside from all this, just as I am, I just put in, get that, my hair is definitely lighter than yours.
Absolutely.
So so that's definitely like, I guess maybe the highlights.
Wanda, what are you using the meech with? Maybe it's what you're pairing it with. I paired it by itself. I used it by itself.
Yeah.
I didn't try it with anything else. So, and the meech mousse, no, I didn't even know they had a mousse. So I love mousses. So
That's a good
wanna
point
try it.
though. I wonder if it is because my hair definitely is lighter than yours. So that's
it is. I'm
definitely
looking
the
on the screen. It looks like you have
highlights, right?
highlights.
Yeah, so it definitely is. I wonder if that could be what the issue is.
Typically, my hair grows down. I feel like it's almost growing like yours. Like it's growing.
Out,
it's growing
right?
out.
Yeah.
It's going out first.
Density.
It's growing out.
Mhm.
Meese. Yeah, moose, mises,
Mhm.
mouses,
Mouses.
moosei.
Meese. Yeah, no, we want to try the mousse.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Moose. Okay, we have a recommendation. Dina loves it.
Okay. Too much, it probably could flake. Try watering the gel down a bit. Which one is that, Maya? You use too much. Oh, wait, what you put in your hair?
No, I think she's talking about the gel.
Oh, okay.
Maybe trying to water down the gel a little bit if it does flake.
It's going up because it's paper cut.
There's a curly event in Connecticut that the Connecticut Curly Hair Salon is putting on called Curl Friends in the Park, and that's June 12th. So we will be there, and I want my curls out for that because it is a curly event. But in the meantime, in between time, I wanted to get like large knotless braids. So because that's
how many would
that's
that
like probably like 6 or 8 maybe around my head, but that's like a 2-week kind of style, and that's about the amount of time I have. So I wouldn't mind doing that, or I could like soak it up and just.
You might like it though so much, and in 2 weeks your hair could still look intact. Because your hair to me was still intact.
That's what I thought. I'm like, what if
Yeah.
in 2 weeks, especially when she quoted me the price, and I'm like, am I gonna pay this for 2 weeks?
Really?
And like, what if?
It wasn't like something substantially lower than what.
No.
Really?
Well, my knotless, I paid $350 for my knotless for 2.5 months. Those
Yeah.
braids, I paid $350 for that. For the style that I showed her, the large knotless, she quoted $160 or $180. So
For 2 weeks.
for 2 weeks.
Why don't you do it afterward, after the event?
Because after the event is like the last week of school, so when I get it done, and then I'm gonna get my hair done for what? The school's out, so I probably could just
Girl.
deal with this bustedness on my head right now. I don't know, y'all love it, but I gotta love it, and I'm not too in love with it right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
Wisdom is better. I will admit, I don't want to get us demonetized, but I felt very heavy the past couple of days, but it's something that I don't want to have the mindset where like I'm nervous to do anything or go anywhere, because like something like that could honestly happen anywhere. Like we've seen that, grocery stores, church, and that then finally, like I feel like these things come in threes for whatever reason. Like they just come in, and so like the big finale was that, and it was at a school, and it is scary, especially as more of the details are rolling out of it. I've been like raging in the house. I'm like, that's just it kind of goes against like all the training we've had. Like they did everything right within like the building, and that's what you do. Like you wait for the help, and if the help's not is there but not help, like what do you do at that point? What do you do? It's like, you know, they're waiting for the help. It was there. They were there, and it's just, oh, I can't. But no, it's nerve wracking. But every place you could go is nerve wracking. It's just a sick world.
I know we have a lot of teachers like in the room. Like, what are the other teachers feeling about this?
And I'm just like, that was the training. They teach us, you know, to lock it down, and they did everything they were supposed to do, and like you wait for the help, and it's just what was that?
Okay, so Mary's a social worker.
But no, I find as a teacher, I'm constantly looking, even like maybe sometimes subconsciously, like constantly like looking at my surroundings and always having a plan, even though like we know like the plan of action, but like you never really know how something like that could play out. And is this like the plan I would take? Maybe I would do this, maybe I would do X, Y, and Z, maybe this, maybe that. Like I'm always thinking of something, like, you know, and it's just, it's a lot. Especially as a teacher, you're in charge of like the kids in my classroom, like I would be responsible, like, you know, for their lives and their safety, and it's a huge responsibility.
Yeah, so Miss Bohemian said it's horrendous. There was a scare like that when my daughter was in high school. A kid showed up. Okay, I know I can't say the word. I know. I don't even know how I drove myself. Yeah, that would be my thinking. Like I try not to think like that because I know how you're thinking and you're so positive about it, and I know you're loving what you're doing. But yeah, and what they're comparing it to is what we've already experienced, like literally in walking distance away with the
one in 2012, the Sandy one, that was next town over from us. That happened the next town over from us. So horrendous, insane, and just as the details are rolling out, I'm just like, what in the world?
Yeah, it keeps happening. It's just kind of like a heavy feeling, right?
Yeah. I felt heavy, but I went into school the next day and like nobody was talking about it. The students didn't mention it. I even ran into the guidance counselor and she said, like, knock on wood, like nobody had come down and said anything to her, none of the students. So I was like, are we desensitized? Like, no, like, are we desensitized? Like, or are middle schoolers too young? Like, I don't know. Like I mean, there's like been minor discussions in the staff room now lately, but no one's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it.
I guess it would have to be brought to a child's attention, right? I guess it would be a parent bringing it to their attention. Maybe it wasn't brought to the kid's attention.
Like, I mean, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Or maybe it's just something like people don't want to talk about. Like I don't know.
Well, it's kind of like not. I mean, it's like on normal like television, right?
Yeah,
so
but then every time I get on
games
Facebook, every time I get on Instagram, TikTok, like there's video.
Okay, right,
so
okay.
you know.
Okay.
State of numbness.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah. But yeah.
Okay. Maybe what happened. I know.
Yeah.
It's tragic.
But I said, like, I live in a small town that like doesn't see a whole lot of action on the day-to-day. Like, I'd hope our law enforcement would know what to do. Like, if they ever got like, I'd hope they know how to move. Like maybe like people are saying maybe they weren't like trained, like they didn't know what to do. Like, so like I'd hope someone around here would know how to move and know what to do. Cause bust it.
I know you don't.
We're trained to like
you put to the test.
Yeah,
right?
we're trained to lock it down and stay and wait for help. Like that's what we're trained. Like so.
But if Newtown knew how to do it, Newtown is even smaller than this town, right? They kind of knew what to do, right?
Yeah, I think there were people like trying to evacuate, getting out of windows, and like I mean that's another thing. Like if you can leave, like leave. But other than that, it's like okay, we have our drills where they say okay, close your doors, close the blinds, stay away from windows, and basically sit in silence. That's what we're told to do. So. Yes, and actually, our principal sent out an email saying like making sure people, like when people go out, take their kids out for like air or whatever, like they're propping doors open, and that was one of the things. Like there was a door propped open, and so like he was like in our emails like stop leaving these doors
saw
open.
that, like a little snippet on YouTube today that said a teacher. They actually said a teacher left the door,
and like that happens at our school. People will prop the door open, like they'll take their class outside and like they'll prop the door open, and like you never know, somebody's running from somebody, like, and the door is open, and you think we're cool because like the front doors, there's like 2 steps of like security, like you got to buzz in and then buzz in through a second door, but there's tons of other doors around the school, and he was saying like, you know, stop leaving these doors open, like he was bugging.
Your school keeps the doors locked, the main doors, right?
The main doors,
yeah.
But sometimes it's not the main door. There are other doors that stay there that are open for lunch or like whatever else, and so
it's like the end of the year, they've done all the work. You know, now people just want to get out and just have fun, and it's just terribly tragic.
Yeah, and like every single classroom door is locked. It can be locked from the inside, but it's not even sometimes about the classroom doors. It's the outside doors. Like all those doors need to be locked for sure.
And it wasn't so prevalent when you guys were in school, so like I felt like I escaped that worry. But now you have to be a teacher, you know. So no, I'm right in the thick of it. Yeah,
I know, and. Even I said at work and stuff, like when those types of things would happen, I said I wouldn't, like, I don't know, I don't think it's in my head to just, I don't know, I guess like save myself. Like I would always want to like kind of look around to see who I could kind of like snag through a door as I'm heading out, like let's go this way. And definitely as a teacher, like I'm responsible for whoever I'm in front of, so I'm not going anywhere unless everybody I'm with is coming with me. Like we're all going together. Like let's go.
Is it Lele? Is it Liz? No, I just sampled this right here for some fake highlights, but I only did 3 sections. I did one in the front, one on this side, and one on this side. But yeah, it seems like it's overtaking my head, right? My hair seems much lighter from it. So I don't know what that's about, but
yeah, your hair definitely looks like you got highlights.
Yeah, do you think it's just from this product?
I wonder if it's from the lights. Maybe it's the lights.
We sit under this every week. Right?
My
hair definitely looks lighter. Oh, you know what also I've been doing? Because I started reading about, again, all this like hair loss and all of that. I was thinking because we live with this busted well water and just like the chemicals and the minerals and all that in that well water. So I got this, let me show you guys, because this is like, I researched that this is supposed to be the best for, it's a chelating. I don't know if I'm saying it right. See, she always has to laugh.
I'm not laughing. I'm not.
chelating, chelating. It's like, what is it? What's the shampoo I'm thinking about? When you always have to, hold on, I'm gonna grab this. It's
Miss Bohemia, I agree. It's more than just doors being propped open. I agree. I totally agree with that.
What's the shampoo, bro, when you're trying to get all the products out of your hair?
Clarifying.
Clarifying, yes, clarifying shampoo on steroids. Okay, so we definitely have hard water here. That's because of the well water. And after years and years and years,
not Peter Popoff water. Girl, don't get her started.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So after years of washing our hair in this busted water, this hard water, but you know, I was like, okay, we're not the only ones. Like people do have curly hair, they do have natural hair, and they do have hard water in their house. And what can you do about it? So other than changing, I guess, the shower fixture thing, you can wash your hair in like a chelating shampoo, at least maybe like once a month. They say maybe sometimes once a week. I guess it just depends on what you want to do. But this is the brand that was really pushed. What's the name of the brand? Is it Malibu?
Malibu?
Malibu, yeah. So what you do is you wash your hair, and then they have, this is I think where the magic happens, this little packet that you put in your hair.
Packaging. It's giving, what's it giving? What's that brand by Gabrielle Union?
It is giving that, right?
I can't think of it right now. Flawless.
Right. So then you have like a little packet. You put these, like, it's like you pour it in your hand, rub it together. It's almost kind of like sand, you know, just, and then you rub it through your hair. Nothing major.
What is that?
It's just like a little packet of
what?
no, I said it felt like
exfoliating. Eliminates discoloration, restores volume, radiates shine.
So maybe that's why my hair is looking lighter, because it's taking out all of the I don't know, the stuff that was in my hair, darkening it. I don't know, but yeah, it does definitely look lighter under these lights. But this is what I've been doing. Girls, not busting this because it's working. No, because I was trying to do anything because of this hard water. We definitely have hard water.
Bro, we've had hard water for 20 years.
We sure have, and this is the result of hard water for 20 years. My hair's falling out by the handfuls.
Because of the hard water?
Yes, it is.
Okay, alright, because of the hard water.
Yes, it is. So I'm just giving it a try to see, and I like what I'm seeing. Because it can't hurt, right? It's just like clarifying the shampoo, but on steroids, they claim. Have to do something. What?
You're always doing something.
I am.
That's the thing. That is the thing. So what else is new, folks? We said we'd be on for an hour. It's now been an hour and a half.
Really? I used to use bentonite clay on my hair when I was in California. Why bentonite? Because you had hard water? Not the same, because I've had.
Since you heard Kinky Curly Come Clean is a good shampoo for hard water.
The one that used to be in the original Kinky Curly in the little bottle with the little green.
Was it green?
I think it was Come Clean. Yeah. Yeah, is it a clarifying shampoo? Clarifying shampoos, they said, are great, but sometimes you just need this chelating one because it does a little something extra. It speaks to the problem, the minerals and stuff. The hard water, like if you have like on your shower, all that kind of like hardness, like that pink, I can't describe what's on that shower head, but you can tell you have hard water when you have hard water because everything just looks busted.
Is it rust?
That's part of it, rust. It's just whatever hard water does to the pipes. That's what's probably in my hair. Well, what was in my hair might still be in yours, girl, because you're laughing at this. So.
Girl, my hair is sickening you.
But you keep saying my hair's lighter, so maybe so. Right? It's really super clean. It has super clean my hair, girl. So give it a try.
So talk about the hair growth since the braids are out. My hair's definitely been growing, but there was a commenter that said it was gonna grow anyway. So I definitely do feel like as far as like protective styles go, it did what it was supposed to do. Like it definitely protected my hair for 2.5 months, gave it a break, and my hair is flourishing at the moment, and it's
okay. So see,
awkward length.
Miss Bohemia said that. Also, San Francisco has super soft water. Okay, but a brand in Vegas has hard water. Here's damage from it.
I was just talking about San Francisco.
Really?
As I want to go to San Francisco. They have cool buildings.
Girl, Johnny Depp trial.
Golden Gate Bridge.
Who's watching Johnny Depp trial?
Girl, are you watching the Johnny Depp trial?
I'm getting like the little tidbits of it. I'm actually sitting here watching it, but I'm getting YouTube channels that talk about it, so I don't have to sit through like the boring trial.
It's a hot, spicy mess. It's coming to an end, right? Aren't we on the closing arguments now?
Minnesota's hard water. Water hardness in each city. Oh, okay. You know the website, Miss Bohemia? There's a website that you can look up with the water hardness in each city. Oh my gosh, you can just imagine.
And we never talked about Will and Chris Rock. I was going to bring it up weeks ago, but didn't want to be the one. Yeah, at first, I think with that, I was like, well, he shouldn't have made a comment about his wife. But now thinking about it and just like, I think it was very over the top.
Very.
To go and put your hands on somebody. Like, I don't know what, like, I don't know if he was trying to be tough or whatever. Like going to, like.
It just didn't register. Like, it just didn't compute at the same, it was overkill. You know, it's like the punishment didn't fit the crime. It was just shocking.
Yeah. I mean, Chris Rock is goofy, like, but
okay.
I don't know, to go up there and physically slap him, like, it was very.
What did you guys think about that?
And then his wife didn't even back him up. She was like, she didn't need protecting. That made it even worse. Like,
yeah.
He did all that, all the stuff. He's not the genie in Aladdin anymore. They recast him. Not Chris Rock. The Rock is gonna do it, which he'll be a good genie too, but that is weird. I'm already not interested. Just because like they're changing major characters, like.
Well, they did it to Johnny Depp. They said he wasn't gonna be
how do you change, like, there's only been one Aladdin, now there's gonna be a second one, it's gonna be a whole different genie, it's gonna feel like a whole different movie. Even if, like, The Rock, like, nails it as the genie, it's gonna feel like a whole different movie. Like, that's weird to me.
Yeah,
To have a whole different person.
To go to the Oscar, and I didn't think it was cool because I think it was kind of like, for lack of a better term, like a whole black cast to organize a whole event, and it took away their glory that night. And I thought that was pretty crappy.
Yeah, no.
They sure are. Disney switch up.
Disney's saving their brand. That's why Disney been around so long. They get you out. They're like, goodbye.
Yeah, because what? All right, so what's Johnny Depp's role in the?
He's Jack Sparrow.
Okay, yeah, nope, he's not any longer. So I'm glad that across the board, everybody's roles could be pulled.
The Rock as Genie, he was scared the mess out of me, popping out the bottle all big. Like Will was the genie. He did amazing as the genie. Like, that's weird. Like, come on.
Had they already cast him and now? Because why are they talking about it? I didn't even know that they were
they're gonna do
a part
Aladdin
two.
too, which they need to not, because the only good Aladdin was Aladdin 1.
So why did they start
nobody
talking?
asked for that.
Why did they start talking about it now? Like all of a sudden, like just like they dig it in more. Like you're not gonna be hit if we do it. When and if we do it.
Maybe because maybe they're gonna start filming it. So and he's just not doing it.
Wow.
He's not doing it. So
that's why I always say. One decision can change your whole life. One bad decision, I used to always tell my kids. One bad decision, and that was a bad decision for a very split second, and look at the ramifications of it now.
Yeah, it's busted. Yeah, my students came in like the next day talking about how cool it was. I'm like, you try something like that up in here. I said, you'll be downstairs in the principal's office before you can say like boo. And I was like, don't be surprised if people's parents start pressing charges. I was like, because it's assault. I'm like, you are not rich and famous. I said, you will be arrested. Like, don't do nothing like that in here. I'm so busted. There was actually like the first fight that almost broke out during class. A kid got in this kid's face, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, we're not fighting up in here. Like, we're not fighting in room 210. Like, back separate. Because I always said, I'm not jumping in between nobody fighting. I'm not doing that. So I'm just like, hey, we're not fighting up in here. Like, so I talked to them, they're like, looking, I'm like, we're not fighting up in here. I don't know where else you gonna fight. You ain't fighting up in here. I was like, separate right now. Like, you, walk it out. Like, we're not fighting up in here.
They're not fighting up
Not
in
in my
there,
science room, we're not. Nope, not up in here. I played charades with my students today, and it was honestly so much fun. Just good, like, no technology, just like fun, like interaction. It was so much fun today.
What do they have to act out?
Oh my gosh, like, so they had to act out like riding a bike or cutting your hair, or being a robot or a dinosaur or a lion, or listening to music, playing guitar. There were so many. I found a whole bunch, and I was just like trying to write them down really quick. And Zamari, yeah, we have a social worker and we have a school psychologist. We have like we have 2 guidance counselors, I believe, and like 2 school psychologists in the building. So we have all that, and they're all used daily.
Was it LASIK surgery? Is that for eyes? Would you ever do LASIK surgery?
Ooh,
is it for eyes?
I don't know. I can't imagine people waking up with 20/20 vision. That must be what a life.
Yeah, because mine is for reading, more or less. Sometimes for distance, but it's not like from some kids like are really young and they've had glasses their entire life. Mine kind of like started when I was older, so and I quite frankly like the look of glasses, so I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, so I thought about Heads Up, 7 Up, 4 Corners, and I was like looking, and I was looking for some games, and I saw charades, and I'm like, this will be so fun, and I chose to do charades with them, which I thought I would do a little bit of charades, a little bit of Heads Up, 7 Up, but like we ended up playing charades the whole period because they got into
7 Up?
Heads Up, 7 Up is where like you pick maybe like 4 kids or whatever, 5 kids. Everybody else puts their head down and their thumbs up, and you walk and like you put somebody's thumb down, and then once everybody picks somebody, they say, okay, heads up, like heads up, and if like your thumb got touched, stand up, and the person that stands up have to cast a guess who touched their thumb, and if they get it right, then like the 2 people switch places, and so it's Heads Up, 7 Up.
And are they mature enough to play that? They're like, no, I didn't do it. Do they tell the truth?
A little bit of both.
Okay, a little bit of both.
Even today, they're like, she's mouthing, she's talking. Like, they were like freaking out. And I told the class because like they're most of our grade level was on a trip to like an amusement park or something if they were in band, chorus, or string. So we had like 40 students and we split them into two like teams of 20, group A and group B, and they kind of like circulated through all of our classes today. And so like some periods teachers had a break and like each of us taught 2 periods. So when I taught my 2 periods, 1 period was group A, 1 period was group B. So like within the group, my 20 kids, I like told them I'm like, okay, get into 2 groups of 10. And they both of my classes split like boy girl, like all the boys went over here, all the girls went over there, and I'm like, okay, like you guys don't want to like mix your teams, like pick the bed who you think, like, you know, and they're like, no, we want to do boy girl. So I'm like, okay, whatever, like that's how it fell out. But the girls in both of my classes were definitely more organized, cohesive, like cheering each other. I'm like, the boys were like competing with each other. I'm like, you guys are all on a team. Like, I want to go. No, I want to go. I'm going first. This and that. Like, they're like arguing amongst themselves, and I'm just like, that's why both of my classes, like the girls won. They were just like a unit. Like they were all together, and the guys were just a hot mess. But it was fun. The ones when they had to get like a dog or something, they're like seeing them do different things. Or like one of like my serious guys, he got cheerleading, so he was like trying to like do like and it was funny. It was so funny. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Our 6th graders are going to a camp next week.
Is it too late for praise breaks? It's never too late for praise breaks.
Oh,
Praise reports.
You.
Thank you, Lily.
Really?
Oh, that's so cute. A sticker. I love that. Our 6th graders are going to a camp next week. Wait, Nature's Classroom? Is it Nature's Classroom?
Is it like this late in the season? School's almost out.
It is almost out. I don't know. Is it Nature's Classroom though? I wish they would bring back Nature's Classroom for our 6th graders. I'm like, bring it back.
Too late for praise breaks. Come on, here to praise breaks.
Right? Anybody have any praise reports?
Anything going on? Anybody's child graduate?
Oh yeah,
I think
kindergarten graduations, 5th grade, 8th grade, high school.
Any awards,
college
ceremonies? Right, I know. And you guys graduate?
What's Nature's Classroom? Nature's Classroom is when they pack up all the 6th graders and send them to the middle of Connecticut, well actually deep high up near kind of like New York.
Oh, look at that.
Into the woods. Okay, what?
I was just well, my praise report is that I graduated on Mother's Day weekend.
Oh, congratulations! Okay, scholar. Yes, Miss Bennett, that's the one. Yes, where they had like an escaped slave activity. Yeah, but really, like Nature's Classroom is where like they took all the 6th graders, like threw them in the cabins in the woods for like 4 or 5 days, and like they lived out there. Like of course there were chaperones and stuff, but they had like different activities, but it was all like naturey. And it was fun. It was fun, but like I went when I was in 6th grade with like the district I'm in, because I like went to school through the district I'm in, but they got rid of Nature's Classroom, or at least going. I think they said in 2013, or like they stopped going. And I'm like, bring that back. Like, it teaches the kids, you feel independent, like you pack up your stuff, and then you gotta basically take care of yourself for like 4 or 5 days up in the woods with your friends. You get to do activities.
Well, we told folks to tell us about their praise. So
okay, but sorry, we're getting questions.
Okay, so Ms. Bohemia, her daughter, I saw that on Facebook. Her daughter graduated college. Congratulations, Mom. Well done.
Yay.
And let me see, Judy Rivera said, my son graduated from high school. Oh, I always say high school. Like, you have to go through high school. Like, college to me is a choice, but high school, like, guys, high school. I love it. Pomp and circumstance can't do it.
Girl, don't even get started.
Okay.
Don't even do it.
All right, so that, all right, where else?
Yeah, Ashley, true. Ashley, I made it through a school year safely when others didn't. Yeah,
I know.
That is true. We're still going till June 17th, so I'm not out yet.
Graduated with computer science last night. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Wow, Kim Gregory, awesome. I started that, but then I didn't finish. That's an inspiration right there. Excellent.
No, but we've been definitely trying to eat better. I would say maybe, I don't know, my spring break, was that a month ago, 2 months ago? I noticed that I was pretty heavy in the face and that I was like 130, which is the highest I have ever been. Typically I stay around like 110, 115, maybe 120-ish. 120 is like my heaviest. So to be 130, I was like, yo. So we definitely started cutting carbs, cutting snacks, like eating healthier, and I'm down to 117.
Wow.
Which I got on the scale today, and I'm 117.9.
Girl.
So I was like, praise him, because I was alarmed. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And I know for some people, like, oh, that's like my goal weight or whatever, but like for my height, my body size, like what body height, whatever, what I like, 130 was heavy on me, and I definitely saw it. So
no, it's the hardest journey that I've been on. Like once I hit like 50s, it is very, very tough. It used to kind of, the weight was just stay away. I knew what to do. I knew how to work out. Now with MS, it's harder to work out. And the main thing is just like, it doesn't cost me anything just to walk, but I can't even walk because of the MS. So it's very much of a challenge to me. But I definitely did start that carb thing, but I didn't stick with it. And I think I started it and then I probably packed on more. So definitely I'm going to go back to that because I'm just happier and healthier, of course, when I'm down a few more pounds.
Aviana Lee, that's awesome that her daughter was able to be put back on a transplant list.
Oh my God, that's excellent.
She gets what she needs, but that's excellent.
Okay, so as Mary said, I had a couple of interviews for school social worker jobs in Arkansas because I moved to Arkansas next month. Very good.
See, my daughter got her master's degree in social work. She's a child therapist now.
Okay.
Yay! We definitely need those.
That's right, I know.
Children need some therapy. Nothing wrong with that.
See.
17 last year. Wait.
So many graduates. I know. I love it. How's the Poshmark sale going? So many cute items, especially the shoes, which had smaller feet.
It's going.
It's going all right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot of work, a lot of posting, a lot of picture taking. I like it though. It's different than eBay. I used to be like the eBay queen back in the day. So I like it that there's like never any ending to it. Like I've done all the work. It's there. So it's there. You know.
Renee, we all do need a little bit therapy. Sometimes. Gotta talk it out. There's so much to talk about.
Right? I know, right? Okay. Okay, fibromyalgia, Wanda Sheldon said, okay.
You were talking about a treadmill. Nothing
Yeah, I was talking about a treadmill only because nothing became of it because the amount of money they wanted for it. And then you came home from school, we were gonna like see what we could do with it. That like I could do that because with the treadmill I can hold on to, you know, like the little arm to put in the front or up here or on the side. As long as I can hold on to something, then I can walk. And I don't care anything about counting steps because I know that when you have those step counters like you have yours on right now. I noticed that because me and Tate got these from Amazon and it doesn't count my steps because I'm always using some sort of an assisted device, and so it doesn't count the steps in the grocery store, pushing the cart. But I know what I'm doing. I know I'm walking, so I don't care about counting steps. But so I don't care about being on a treadmill and having to hold on to the sides, but it's just getting that exercise in and keeping my legs.
Because whether it counts it or not, you're still getting
I'm still doing it, right.
Marta, I cut my hair like in 2020, so we look more like sisters now. Girl, they keep telling me I look like your girl.
You guys, stop. Next time you see me, your head will be a massive braid.
Girl.
You know what? Like, I said a whole lot of stuff. You know, I think I'm digesting it, and I think it definitely will be beneficial to others. But right now, I'm just kind of like enjoying my freedom and just getting away from that. That was a very, very, very draining, trying ordeal. So, though I had great thoughts to keep this series going in my mind, and it was extremely draining, and I'm just glad to be out from underneath it. I'm still not completely done with it. There's still other aspects of it. Which you guys, should we tell them a story about last week?
Yes. Can I just answer this one question before we start? About what I did. So Faith said she has stress weight, which I think I had too. I would find that I had a crazy snack box in my classroom when I'd be sitting there grading or doing stuff. Like I would just be snacking away. So I think that's how I packed it on. Like kind of worked, like stressing out, eating a lot. So for me, it was the calorie deficit for sure, which was difficult. The cutting of the calories is hard. I cut out sugar, snacks. I was eating eggs. I found a lot. not eating before. It was more just like discipline, because I think it wasn't just like, okay, I have to drop the weight, but I don't think I was feeling my best either. My clothes weren't fitting right, and it was just, I wasn't happy. So it was kind of like a little bit of both of like weight loss, but then kind of like getting mentally in a space where like I was like happy as well, and I felt healthy. So like when I started eating better, like I, you know, granola daily with like raspberries and blueberries, and so like I'm eating stuff that like is good, that I like, and like I know it's like healthy as well. So yeah, it was all kind of like a mindset, because I just didn't feel good. So, you know, but definitely it's the calorie deficit. Like there's like for me there was no way around that. Like I had to cut my calories. Like I was taking in way too many, lots of milkshakes and just ice creams and I was eating so much sugar, and I had to like cut it out. Now like I'll have like something in moderation. Like today I had a piece of chocolate and moderate. Like everything's in moderation right now. But I'm not like calorie obsessed. But I do watch how many calories I'm intaking daily.
Yeah, that's the bottom line, right?
And walking.
Yeah.
I apparently I was only doing like 2,000 to 3,000 steps a day, which I was like, I'm 28, like I'm a young woman, like that's all I'm doing a day. Like I go to, I'm like, really? So now I started a goal of 5,000, and then I upped the goal to 10,000, and now I'm at 15,000. So I try to get at least 15,000 steps in a day. So like I keep my watch in, and that just basically walking more. Sometimes at night I'll put on like my favorite music and just like dance for like an hour, and that's just movement, and it makes me feel good. So I be having my own rock concerts and and concerts in my room. So yeah, which made me feel happy. So
just going to meet comfortable in my skin. Yeah, no, I mean, it depends on, and that's like what you feel comfortable in your skin, like what size that works for you.
Right.
You know, so like I know this is bigger than I ever have been, so I'm not comfortable in my skin. Yeah, no, for years I was like an 8 or a 10. So now I'm like 12 and possibly like 14 at times.
See, Zaber, that's different. My face shows up my weight shows up in my face first. So my face starts filling out. And so when I gotta turn my whole neck to take a picture, I'm like, this is a problem. So, yeah. No.
Let me get on that side. Let me get on this side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for me, I thought that I could do a little bit better, be a little bit healthier. I didn't want to have the mindset where, like, I'm fine, like, the way I am, and, like, I knew I could be healthier. I could definitely be healthier. I'm like, you know, I don't need to
And my motto was
know.
always, like, don't accommodate the weight, you know, so if I didn't fit in a size 10, then that was it. But now, like, I'm like, okay, I don't fit in a size 10, maybe I need to get a size 12. Like, I don't want that mindset, because that's when you kind of, like, lose track of it. Like, that's just me. Some people are okay with weight. I'm just not. But you have headbands, say?
You know, you're the second person to ask me that. Somebody else asked me, like, you should put a headband on, like, at work. I do have a few headbands that, like, will pull the hair back. I do have headbands. Yes, I do.
Yeah. I probably can go.
So I have pretty bad self-control with food too. In the beginning it was hard. I had attitude like every single day. I was just annoyed. I felt hungry. Like even sometimes when like I wouldn't be hungry and I wouldn't eat, like I knew now I couldn't eat during this time. So like now I felt like I had to eat. Like I was just like angry. Like I was mad. Like but I also knew what I wanted to look like and how I wanted to feel. So it's like, okay, like plow through, like come on. And then once I started to see like, okay, I dropped a pound, I was dropping 2, I dropped 3. I'm like, okay, so it's working. This is working. This is good. So, okay.
You just need a little victory.
All right. They want the story from last week. Go ahead, girl.
All right,
guys.
All right.
It's a doozy. Yeah, girl, do it.
All right, guys. Okay, you guys know I've been divorced, okay? All right. I just recently got divorced. So worked everything out in the course, everything, how my money is supposed to be paid, all of that. So the main thing is that it's going to be wage garnishment, but that hasn't started yet. With different states, it takes forever. So Connecticut is taking forever to do that. So okay, everything was going along smoothly. But folks thought they were going to leave the country last week and not pay. So Friday came and there was no money to be had. Guys, tracked folks down in Africa. Tracked them down in Africa. Don't leave the country with my money. So I got in touch because now he's a pastor, doing relationship therapy, marriage in particular. Okay, so this just kind of goes to show how anybody can have a title in these churches. Anyway, I left the country owing his ex-wife alimony money, but he's a relationship therapist. So I got in touch with the organization and said that he left the country and didn't pay me my money, and when he got back into these United States, he would be under arrest. And within like about the hour, my money came through, and it worked for me.
What the heck? Busted.
Busted, right?
I was like, okay, detective. And so you were like, you can't run from the law. Like, literally, like, LAW, like, the law, and then, like, law. Like, LoriAnne Wesley, like, she is the law. Like, I was dying. I was like, Mom.
But like, I don't want it to have to be like that.
No,
Like, I
you
am
didn't.
not
You were like, yup.
gonna be trying to track it down, chase it down. Like, it's ridiculous. You know what you have to do. You know your obligation. It's so much harder than it has to be. It's ridiculous. It's draining. It's tiring. So, getting back to like the divorce series, I'm already going through it, and that's draining still. Like, it's never ending. So right now, my life is still the divorce series.
Can't outrun the law.
You tried it.
And me, I was like, Mom, like let it go for a few days, like maybe this, maybe that, and you were like looking at me like, yeah, and then like you came in the middle, like nope, you're like, nope, my money came through, like I got, like you're like, as Nancy Drew.
I know.
She is Nancy Drew.
I know. That's what my attorneys used to call me.
Did they really?
Yeah, remember? They used to call me Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew.
Yeah, they'll always try it. Yeah. And that's why I try to avoid by having like the wage garnishment like automatically right up front. That's just how it's going to be. And because it hasn't kicked in yet, it's stipulated in the agreement that you pay until the wage garnishment starts, and it hasn't started yet. So therefore, you keep paying. But you're going to leave the country as a missionary. Nope.
She was sad.
I'm preaching about relationships, right?
Yeah.
What can you do?
Girl, I'm like over there helping and building stuff like for homeless people, and I'm like, you were like, we're gonna be homeless people. You were like, we gotta pay rent over here. Like everybody else, you're like, where are these whole family gonna be homeless people? You're like busted. Like you weren't having it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zamaria, like it's. Like, I know.
You know,
You're like
there's
asking
always
questions.
two sides.
Imagine how it is for like us to digest. And I'm like, what? Like,
Yeah.
he's doing what?
It's
like,
always two sides to every story, and the frustrating part is that, as if I even care, but the other side, like people that he deals with, doesn't really know like the dirt that's going on
Wisdom
now.
said it's easier to teach than to do. It's probably true. Like easier
Yeah.
to like.
Yeah, perhaps. I don't know.
That's what I said. I said she's a private investigator. I said a financial analyst or something.
Right.
How you like read over people's financial documents, like all that.
You know, but it's really easy because people put all their business out on social media. So I simply just need to see what people are doing, put it right out there, where it was at, what he was doing. You just simply go and see when people want to flex away. So that's where all the information. I'm like, oh, okay, that's where he's at. Okay, glad to know it.
Wisdom's bed. I got my rings from Amazon. I just typed in like gold rings, and I just found a pack, and they're actually good. Like they don't. I've had these for a few months now. They haven't tarnished or anything, so yeah, they weren't super expensive. I think maybe like $12 or $15, and it came with like a pack of 6, maybe different types. But this one's my favorite.
The shiny one, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like fat, like at the top.
Oh, okay.
And then when
It's
I wear
kind of
like
like kind of
black
dome
things,
thing.
I like
Okay.
this one too. So. Yeah, it is. Flying to Africa is expensive. So you were like, people could take all the trips they want, just not with your money.
Yeah, I don't care. Like seriously, when that gavel went down and we were divorced, I don't care what anybody does, who they see, what they're doing, what they're buying. I don't care. Just like keep up with your obligation to me. That's all I care about. But anything else, I don't care how much the trip costs. I don't care if people go broke doing that. I don't care. But but I did care about definitely how it's going to affect, because you guys know that we all live here, everything just works out perfectly. We all like do our third, fourths, or whatever, and that would have messed us all up. But the kids were already thinking like, okay, well we can like take a little bit from here and we can do this. Like they were gonna try to pick up my share, and they shouldn't have had to pick up my share. So I didn't like that, and I took it like more personally because it was going to be affecting my adult children that are trying hard enough, and I didn't like it.
Ooh, Miss Bohemia, yes. Jewelry shopping.
Hmm? Oh. Yeah, that is amazing.
Any other business that's pressing?
Let's see. Any more business guys? We take care of everything? They are amazing, my kids. Yeah, I'm very blessed to have them. Yeah, we ain't talking about him enough. That's enough tonight about that. Yeah.
How's your transition to work? It's good. My first year is almost up. So, yeah, my first year is almost up. 60 more days. So,
Good night, wisdom is badass.
I feel like because I got to do some long-term subbing last year, you know, I was able to be a teacher for like 3 months and then do one for like 2 months, so I kind of got it. But I think the transition was smooth. I feel like I had a lot of support from fellow teachers in the building, administration. The parents were great. It was good. I can't wait to see how my second year goes. 'Cause I get to do it all again next year. Same thing, science, math, same room. So they were like, "You coming back next year?" And I'm like, "You bringing me back?" And so yeah, I will be on the roster as a 6th grade teacher again. So I'm excited to do my second year.
Girl, 1 year down.
I know.
1 year down.
So yeah, I can. Yes, I mean, I think in total I had maybe about 3 mental breakdowns throughout the year, which I think is good for all the days. You know, definitely more highs than lows. It's definitely like a stressful job, but I feel like I love where I teach. So, and I feel like we were all going through it together. So if like, you know, I had a rough class, I'd go like down the hall and go sit in one of my like favorite, like one of my teachers on my team, like, yo, and she'd be like, yo, and we're like, you know, busted. And so like we were like, there was a lot of support. So it was great. It was a great first year, and yeah, I can't wait to do it again.
Man with the 33 children. What was that about?
Wisdom has been the same. My eyes are getting heavy too. Only 3 breakdowns. You did fabulous. Yeah. I was like, you know. Actually, it wasn't a breakdown last week, but I was just like crying during my second period. I was like, I think because I didn't feel good last week. I was sick. I think it was your money. There was a lot of things going on, like one of the days, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like I should have stayed home. Like I just can't.
Good night, Yvette.
But yeah, overall, it was a good year. And I have to do this first year teacher thing called teams, where like there's different modules with different topics, and I have to learn about the topic and then like write like these 3,000 word papers. So I did 2 of those this year. They both got approved.
Oh, you did 2 of them?
I did 2 of them this year.
Oh, okay. I thought that was
Yeah.
like the only one you had to do when you did a few weeks ago.
No, that was my second one.
Oh, wow.
That was my second
Okay.
one. So they both got approved, and I have to do it again next year with like 2 other topics, and then I think my teaching goes from like provisional to like professional or something. Like my status changes, but I have to do that. But yeah, it felt good to get 2 under my belt this year. So yay!
They wanted to say this year took my body through the ringer. I'm not sure if I want to teach full time again. You're going back, but you don't know if you want to do full time.
Full time, yeah. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. feel like but I hope next year will be easier than this year. I feel like the hardest thing might have been the planning, but now
You know how to do that now.
yeah, now that I have how I did it this year and the topics and stuff, I know definitely for math I need to pick up the pace and go faster next year, because I'm just like running out of time at the end of the year. So I already planned out the end of the year. I'm like, okay, this is where we're ending, and that's just where we're ending. We're calling it a day. Next year I'll have to pick up the pace a little bit more, but I mean it's hard. Like all these extra days, even the days we have left, there's field trips and fun days and half days, and so
Yeah.
it's like, you know, you do what you can do, you know, and so, but yeah.
Judy left the room. Thank you for saying, have a good one, Judy. Is it sarcastically XP? They always catch different things. The MADCURLS fam.
I think we're gonna be turning it into. I'm ready to go get in my bed. Is News dog in the floor?
No.
Where did he go? He left. Where did he
I'm
go?
going upstairs.
Okay.
Probably because he just goes upstairs and sleeps on your bed or my bed.
Okay, that's why I'm about to go be sleeping in my bed.
Mhm.
So go put on some Disney Plus, and
And I'll go do the regular. I can't say it.
Oh, yeah.
It's monetized, right?
yeah, have a good Memorial Day weekend. Yeah.
Right, I know. Anybody do anything special?
Any
Any picnics?
any cookouts? Anything? Any good?
Okay, between my
Doggy's fine. Yeah, he's better.
Okay, that's smart. Yeah, that's right, the concussion from that accident at the time. Okay, the fibro. I just found out that tonight you have fibromyalgia.
Yeah, Faith, just be who you are. You know, don't change. The field needs you. That's one thing I took away from my first year teaching where I'm teaching, where yeah, I am one of the only teachers that looks like me, that I'm just me, and the building needs me. So I don't change how I dress, how I act, how I talk. Nope, I'm just me. So be you. Do not change for anybody.
No.
Ooh, how exciting, Miss Bohemia.
Okay. Wrote the play. I'll be in town, so excited to see you. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, even if sometimes like, you know, you feel off or like alone, like just know people are probably definitely looking up to you, like, you know, just have confidence in yourself.
Yeah.
You know.
You never know who's watching you.
Mm-hmm.
People tell me that all the time, like, you know, you don't know who's watching you or people are watching you. And I'm like little me, like, what am I doing? You know, but yeah, you just don't know. So I guess I gotta be on my best behavior. Alright, girl.
Yeah, actually, is it sarcastic? Is it Alex or Alex? My sixth graders weren't bad. I'm starting to notice though their seventh grade personalities kicking in.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, is this end of the year behavior that people talk about? And like, I had to get all my classes straight. I'm like, I don't know what y'all call yourselves doing, but it's too hot. And I'm like, y'all need to reel it in. I was like, because they're just,
What's the difference?
they're just like off the chain, like just, I don't know, like there's like the talking while I'm talking and just like the obnoxiousness that I saw kind of throughout the year, but it's just on like 100.
Is it like a little bit more
they're-
naivete, like when they first come in, like sixth graders?
Oh yeah,
and then
totally. But
down?
then like the middle of the year, whatever, like they're not disrespectful, this and that, but like the kids are just like I don't know, like not doing their work, like they're checked out is what she's like they're starting to become checked out. They're checked out, but we're still very much in school. I'm like, there are still tests to be taken. There are still grades to be gotten, like to be received. Like, so I don't know what y'all call yourselves doing, but this ain't it. This is not it. So Kirsten, at times, yeah. There was actually one point in the year, I would say probably Black History Month, there was an issue with the topic that came up in the staff room, that another teacher was like very vocal about her opinion, which I was kind of shocked she felt so comfortable with basically a person of color like in the room, like being as vocal as she was. And like I was hurt. I was very affected. It affected me for like a good week. I even like went and sat in with my principal, who like we have a great relationship. I'm like, I just want you to know like how I feel kind of being Black amongst the workforce. I'm like, there are things that I don't think the staff realize, like that they say or that they do, or like how it makes me feel, maybe because like there hasn't been any type of like, there's not a lot of people of color like on the staff, so like there's really no like sensitivity training or like anything like for just administration, like staff to staff. And I'm like, and they're having these conversations and doing these things, and I'm like, and I'm uncomfortable. And I'm like, I don't like really know how to like deal with this or like navigate with it. And like he didn't do anything like really with it. Like, you know, we talked it out, like we were like, you know, and he would have done something, but I'm just like, I think I just need to get it out of my system. Like I came back as a sub maybe like 3 years ago. I'm like, and here's just some things I've seen, like being like 3 years in this district, and like some things I've encountered, and like how I felt basically as like a person of color amongst the staff, amongst the administration. And even when I said it in the fall, people really got upset, like, you know, why would you say that you're like a Black teacher, like, because it's true. And like they really got upset that I said I was like a Black teacher in the district, but I am. And and there's not a lot of us. There's like, you know, there's like but three, maybe pop, like me, someone who was Hispanic, but there's not a lot of diversity amongst the staff. And so like they don't, I'm like, I don't feel like they don't know how to interact sometimes, or things to say or what to do. I was like, you know, I get braids or locks, and I have people petting my head, and like the same things that my students are getting from like my students of color are getting from like white students. Like the same types of things are happening to me like as a staff member with adults. Like, and I'm just like, here's some of the things maybe you don't realize, or maybe no one's brought to your attention because you haven't had a teacher of color bring it to anybody's attention. But here's just some things so you're aware, like some plannings for the fall, instead of us having, you know, us doing bloodborne pathogens. I was like, let's have other discussions. I'm like, since you're diversifying the staff, like there needs to be some new trainings maybe going on. Like, I don't know. But no, I would say overall the year was good, but there was a point where I really felt it, and it was like Black History Month. Black History Month was off the chain this year. I don't know. Like,
can you share, because I can share more. I forget what that was. I remember at the time how it really affected you.
So. Oh, okay. So there was a discussion about whether the N-word should be read in a classroom,
right, okay,
when it's in a textbook. Like when it's for learning purposes, if you're reading, saying Huckleberry Finn, or one of them old novels, like where they have it like every other word, should it be used? And I felt personally that it wouldn't add or take away from the reading. So, and especially if people are like reading along, like the word doesn't need to be said, whether the teacher's reading or a student's reading. If everybody's reading along, okay, we all see it, we don't need to say the word out loud. So
right.
Personally, I said no. But this other teacher was like, basically, yeah, it needs to be read because it's part of the literature, it's part of the learning, it's part of the words that were said back then. And if you want to get the real experience of reading the textbook, like you need to say the word. And then she went on to like talk about how like we're being soft and we're changing history and we're taking down, you know, monuments of Confederate people, and like that, like she was started going in about all this stuff. And like I worked closely with this lady, and I was like, basically I felt like I was working with a racist. I'm like, I was shook. I was like, what? Like, because I like love this lady, like, and I'm like, and she's sharing all these opinions, and like I'm sitting here, a person, like a Black woman, like you are giving your opinions on Confederate soldier statues who like killed my ancestors, and you're saying we need to have golden monuments of these folks, and we need to leave it up there. And I was tore up for like a week. I didn't know how to interact with this lady. I was like,
okay,
wow.
But talking about being in school and reading the literature, I mean, sometimes we'll come on here and we'll say we don't want to be demonetized, and we'll say things and we'll go all around Robin Hood's barn, and you guys kind of get the idea of what we're trying to say. So I think that if you're in school, you have a book in front of you and you're reading, everybody's seeing the word, you could like skip over it. Okay, you don't necessarily need to say it.
Yeah.
It has no more of an impact. If anything, it has more of an impact if you're skipping over it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but for her to say like, you have to say, you just have to say, like, it's like ping, it's like nails on a chalkboard. For some people, you just can't hear that word. And
then she was like, then she went on to talk about statues, and I'm like, why do we need to have statues of people to like someone like a Confederate. Like, why do we need that to remember that? Like, we're gonna remember history. Like, we don't need a Confederate. And she's giving her, which I didn't feel like she had a place to give an opinion on that. Like, these didn't affect your people. Like, and she was just super comfortable, and I was really uncomfortable, and I like pulled away for like a while, and I was really like hurt, and I said to like my principal, I'm like, these are conversations that people are comfortable just giving their opinions, and I was like, and maybe if she was sitting amongst all white people like they're used to, like these are just whatever, it doesn't affect them, the N-word, Confederate monuments, all this stuff don't affect them. I was like, but now there's a person of color sitting in the room, and you're giving your opinions on these things, and I didn't know how to handle it. Like, looking back, I would definitely have handled it differently, like saying, like, I'm not comfortable with this conversation, can we not have this, like, but I just kind of sat there, like, frozen a little bit, and almost, like, arguing with her, trying to change her mind. Like, I don't know what I called myself doing, but it was a hot mess.
It was new to you.
It was terrible.
Yeah. Thank you, TaylorAnne. It's you, girl.
And even one time during, like, the George Floyd thing, when it was kind of, like, cops against, like, people of color, like, we have people on our staff who have husbands who are cops and this and that, and like I was in a group text with like all the staff or whatever, and like a few of the teachers like were texting the group chat like saying, praying for your husband who's a cop and this and that, but there were like 2 or 3 people of color in that chat too, and they didn't feel the need to say anything to like how we were feeling, and I'm like, and these are just like certain incidences, I'm like, I just want to bring to your attention. I'm like, the staff don't know how to interact with people of color, but just so you know, like these are some of the things that are happening, and it's uncomfortable. So overall good experiences, but yeah, it can be tricky sometimes. It can be tricky.
Mm-hmm.
It can be tricky, but
and you navigated it very well this year. That was a very tough moment for you, and it affected you. And I was just proud of you that you were able to speak to the principal about it, and then it kind of just
I don't know. I think it was just something. I was just like, I think I need to talk. I'm like, I've been kind of holding it in for 3 years, and I'm like, in this last kind of situation, I was like, I think I just need to talk it out. I was like, because I don't know what to do. Like, I have to work with this person. I'm like, and I'm a first-year teacher, and like, I need help. And like, and I'm just so uncomfortable. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, and I just basically, me and him were like, we're sitting there crying, and like during the meeting, like he was just crying. I was crying. It was a hot mess, but it was a lot. I was like, just so you know.
Wow, yes, I had a whole meltdown about a guy who was racist at my job. It broke my heart. Yeah, but it blindsided you, right?
It was such a blindside. I was like, what? Like, oh my god. Like, so, like, wow. But, there's a lot of different situations where there's kind of one going on right now but I'm so happy that the school is as diverse as it is right now than when I was going to school. There's so much diversity. Like, each of my classes has like, 4 or 5 or 6 like black kids in it, or Asians or Indians. Like, the school is very diverse now than what it was. And there's still a lot of like, it's just things that happen, kids going to the office because they're being called the N-word, like that kind of stuff like happens, so I'm seeing my students of color getting it, from outside forces, like not from in the race, like white people or whatever, whoever's saying it. But now there's like, I've heard there's like fighting amongst the students about skin color, and I'm just like embarrassed and just furious and just like I don't know, it's like we get it enough like from the outside, but like my 6th grader, like they're arguing about light skins and dark skins, and I'm like, are they for real? Like, are they serious? Like, this is really happening? And it's like, and it's happening, and like this, like they don't know how to handle it. I'm like, you need to put me in a room. I said, well, all of them, I said, close the door. Basically, this is black folks' business, and I'm gonna get them all straight. Like, because this is insane. Like, it's embarrassing. Like, when the guidance counselor told me, I'm like, they're doing what? Like, they're arguing about what? Like, are they serious? And like in my head, I'm like, are they doing this in front of like the white people? Like, they're really sitting there talking about each other's skin color and who's bet. Like, they're really doing this? Like, it's just that's been heavy on me too. Like, I'm just like, this is what they're doing. And I was talking to each other, and they're like, yeah, like they're still going on. They're like isolating this one kid, and I'm just like, we all need summer break. These kids are losing it, and it's embarrassing. Yeah, so I'm like, I know. Like, I was talking to Josh, and he said it was back when he was in school. I feel like it was back when I was in school too.
It was, yeah.
Maybe it just wasn't brought to teachers' attention, but like it's been the biggest mess, I guess, between all up in the 6th grade, like,
Yeah.
and it's like it's a big mess, and who's this, who's that, and they're like, and so I think they asked me, they were like, within the race, like, is this, we don't know if this is okay, if these are kind of conversations, is this appropriate? I said, no, it's not appropriate, like, no, this is not something that should be going down. I said, shut it down, like, shut it down, no. Absolutely not. I said it's wrong when it's from the outside. I said it's wrong when it's from the inside. I was like, absolutely not. They're like, we didn't know if it was a cultural. Like, no, it's not.
No.
Cultural. No, it's not.
No.
It's wrong. Absolutely not. No. The answer is no.
Yeah, seriously, it might be, yeah.
But it's
Third
just
grade,
like,
wow.
it's just like embarrassing. Like, they're all smart. They could really be representing for the race and like the environment that we're in, and this is what they're choosing to do with their time and their energy, and it's just like, please put me in a room with all of them. I'll handle it. Just bust it. Like, bust it. Is that doggy?
Yeah, doggy's back. Hi, sweetie, you're back.
Alright, guys. So it's bedtime.
Hi.
Oh, did we? Thank you, Karen M.
Yeah, no, I
Did you thank her?
Yeah.
Okay. I just saw the number went up. Okay. All right. We love you.
It's fun tonight.
Yeah. It's been fun.
Yep.
See you guys on the flip side.
Enjoy your Memorial Day.
Indeed. Be safe. And this chat was needed. Yeah. I agree. This was a good chat. I'm glad we came on.
Yeah, me too, girl.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, Sarah
Yeah.
Fentine, I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
Yep.
My summer break is June 17th. It needs to come a little bit faster.
Mhm.
We're all losing our marbles. So we all need a
Come on
break.
before your birthday.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yay.
Alrighty. You guys have a good night.
I know.
We'll see you guys next time.
Okay. Good night. Bye.